a factor going into this here. Because obviously right now in the Grand Finals, we've got Virtus Pro waiting. And last season, Virtus Pro ended up facing Fnatic. Some sort of similar story. You know, Virtus Pro should have been able to maybe win it. They had the advantage. And then Fnatic came through and won 4 maps in a row and took the title. So I think VP, they're going to be looking at this game as well and thinking, how's it going to unfold? Yeah. Could we get Titan instead of Fnatic? It'd be pretty great for them.
It would, because they've actually managed to beat them, even though, you know, Titan beat them up yesterday on Nuke, and then all of a sudden, you know, Virtus Pro, like, close match on Cash. Pasha still having nightmares about that clutch round that he had to do at the end to win that map, where he was like, Kenny and Maniac, he was just shaking his head sitting there, you know, like, Kenny, I'm like, yeah, Pasha, he's coming for you. Like, this is going to be it, man. Titan, I think it's any team's game in this scenario. I may even go so far as to say that Titan have the advantage in this, just because of that mental game, just because Fnatic are so unsure of themselves. And it's really odd to say that, you know, when it comes to Fnatic, I mean, these guys have got just the star aimers, an excellent in-game leader. They always seem to be able to come up with the clever strategies to catch teams off guard, but they're powerless when it comes to Titan. So we have a real shot at having that rematch again of Titan versus Virtus Pro in the Grand Finals.
Yep. I might actually almost side with you on the whole Titan thing, because you were saying that the plan for Fnatic involves trying to change their game a lot so that they don't have a repeat. We already see them banning out Inferno, which is a big sign. One of the maps they used to be so confident on. But when you change your play from one day to the next, that's really tough. It could work. Fnatic are a good team at doing it, but it could also fail miserably.
Right, it's like adaptation, but you know, it's one thing to, you know, adapt in game. It's another to just try and completely change your mindset as to like how do we actually reset ourselves when it comes to facing this team. You know, no, Kenny is not on that side. Existence is not there. You know, we don't have to, it isn't this team. We just have to picture we're playing versus Envy, because Fnatic will beat Envy. They just cannot beat the second team in France. That's what's even crazier, is that, you know, Titan aren't even the best team in France right now. I mean, that's up for discussion, I guess, supposing, you know, considering like the recent LAN results, at least Titan getting a little bit deeper than Envy. But, you know, Envy are still kind of the top dogs in France. So
I would say that. I would agree with that.
It's the tier 2 in France actually coming forward to take out the tier 1 of the world.
Yep, that is a pretty accurate description. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to this match. And we do obviously have the knife round here to decide who's going to be starting on what side. So once again, if you are just joining us, a big welcome here to the ESEA LAN Finals. We are on the final day as well. It's all going to unfold today, and it'll be quite something. All of the American teams are out. Mouse Sports also fell to Titan just a while ago. And also to Fnatic, sorry, just a while ago. Which actually, I think they put up a really great fight. I'm actually really impressed by Mouse Sports.
I think so too. I think that they can definitely be proud of how they performed at this LAN. Nicolino in particular. I mean, that guy was wrecking face in that series, and really goes to show, like, it's so interesting to see that he's able to show that kind of performance on LAN. Him being the recent pick for Mouse after a boot camp as well that was just focusing on this tournament. So the pressure is there on Mouse. They have to bring something to the table when it comes to this tournament, because they just spent weeks preparing for it. And guess what? On the last day, they do manage to step up and show a very good game versus, you know, again, Fnatic, the tier 1.
Look at this here. Just Maniac popping in the one smoke here, and he's got a couple of grenades as well. Fnatic had a big presence over at B early on, but they rotate those people from B in towards the middle, which is a very common thing to do. And now Pronax is going to realize they're summing up here. Grenade is really well timed. That's actually a significant amount of damage, but he goes down immediately. Apex charging through, and Crim's waiting. That's a great free fire on Apex. Grenade is going to bounce right in. That's a lot of damage to Kenny.
That was the perfect bank right onto him. So there we go. Some damage dealt here. Fnatic now have to land the shots. Existence and Maniac, though, coming in big. And there's 3 kills right like that in a couple of seconds for Titan. They've actually got full control now. This is an unwinnable situation for Flusha. He has to hit some of the sickest shots ever, and he's just not going to manage it. And the time is not there. Flusha pinned down behind the truck, just trying to run forward and take this fight. And he's not even going to be able to pick up RPK, who is in like the low teens on HP.
Wow, that is a really, really big turnaround. You thought for a moment when Crims, was it Crims or Flusha who got the pre-fire in the
Crims
kitchen?
On Apex there.
Yeah, Crims on Apex. When that happened, you thought, okay, this could actually get a little bit out of control. And then they managed to turn it around Titan anyway. Great start for them.
It's so important that Apex gets that strong start as well with the entry frag, just hitting that shot. If he had taken out Crims, I would have actually started predicting, you know, Apex going to go on fire this game, that's it. Because it's so important for him to get a strong start in a match. So the fact that he still gets 1 kill here opens things up, allows his team to get onto that site with that kill on Pronax. That's already a strong start for the young Frenchman.
Oh, look at this. They got 3 fuels stacked up, but Flusher is going to draw so much attention. If he gets a headshot, that's amazing. But even if not, they're going to have a hard time predicting Olofmeister here. This is the problem. 1, 2, kill. Olofmeister, no one checking. He gets the one, he gets the double, and then he finally goes down. But Flusher's there. Grenade in hand. In fact, Crim's going to get the kill first of all, and Fnatic winning yet one more secondary round. They're so good at picking up after losing the pistol.
They know, they're like, well, we know exactly how this runs. You know, you all remember the days of us being able to rush B, you know, just overrun the defense. Titan, we know how to counter that, and it just completely falls apart for Titan. Despite Titan showing no fear, having decent spacing, not being too far apart when they ran in. So Titan were in position to try and get trade frags. It just didn't work out because Fnatic had so many people there.
So at least 3 times this tournament. VODs Pro did, I think Titan's done it a couple of times as well. But VP did it the first time we saw it in this tournament anyway. This whole idea of having people down in the bomb site, sort of drawing the attention of anyone coming through here, and then just the one person hiding here. For some reason, teams have just got a really hard time checking it. It's come to the point now where I'm starting to wonder, can we just not start seeing Terroricides checking this with a Molotov? It's a little bit hard to do in the second round because you're probably not going to invest in a Molotov, but then double grenade or anything. It seems like checking that corner, hard checking it like you do on Inferno with the Ninja corner. Apply that logic everywhere else, and I think that's a good idea.
Like there, I mean, there's so many actually.
Wow.
Well, nice long range spray with the MP7 there from Flusher. He gets that headshot on Maniac. That's going to be very frustrating there for Maniac. Now, this is now going to be the entry frag for Fnatic. They have the control in this situation. And again, look at Titan. Maniac the Lurker, and then 4 Titan members gathered up, getting ready for the push through. Apex, of course, leading the charge with his Tech 9, and he's so deadly with this pistol, but he gets caught out by JW. JW with the double kill from Balcony. They still haven't dealt with him. Finally, Existence takes the kill, but the damage is done.
Yeah, definitely. Just 2 people left here. Actually, RPK Existence going to jump up on top of Pronax, and RPK will be alone, hiding in the back lines here. Probably not going to stay alive for too much longer. In fact, a shot from Crims there, or the grenade would have done it as well. So 2-1. Fnatic, though, they do lose a couple of players. At least Titan do a little bit of damage to the economy of the Swedish team.
They do, but, you know, again, those MAC-10s, those MP7s, getting kills with that, you know, it's like money. What is money? It's all right. I think we'll have plenty to buy up. No problem at all. Yeah, just dropping M4s all over the place right now. And Fnatic, after that buy, realizing, you know, that they had invested in nades, Kevlar, Tech 9s, they don't necessarily upgrade Alta rifles. They stick on a couple of SMGs to farm a little bit more money if they can. So we'll see if they're lucky enough to do that here. If Fnatic are going to find themselves in the right position at the right time to benefit from the bonus money you get with an SMG kill.
What is Flusher doing at the moment?
He's listening with all of his might.
Yeah. But it does look funny, doesn't it?
He's like, come here, Wall. I love this wall. He's like a bear, you know. He's rubbing his back on it, getting a little scratch.
Ooh, they're going to try and... That's a really good angle, though. Kenny can definitely get that shot off if he's quick about it. Crims, though, will open up with a Mag-10, and it seems like it's not going to be an issue here for Fnatic to stay alive. I was hoping for a moment that Flusher would go for that wallbang down through the door that's over there. Because that's always entertaining.
Raining death and destruction. Speaking of which, well, there you go, Flush. It's almost as if you summoned him. You know, say his name again. You know.
Yeah. Oh, he had an MP7, so obviously you can't. But you can actually shoot through this into lower. So it's pretty much a chance shot, but it's so fun when it happens. Kenny, AWP, straight off the bat, no armor either. Kind of not a great spawn for it. He spawns in the middle of the bomb site. It's really cool if you spawn towards the A-bomb site because you can go and try and get the pick off on anyone crossing in here. If you spawn towards middle, you can run for middle, but Kenny, you know, not really that choice. And instead, he's going to just try and hold it safe. But look at Flusher, how quick he is to get that jump out into the ladder room and then all the way into catwalk in middle. Pretty nice movement. Yeah,
very smooth. Well, Maniac, though.
Whoa.
That's a kill in B Apartments. That's JW, who was camping there with the AWP. So the AWP is now down for Fnatic. They're going to go ahead and smoke that off. They have to. So it's going to be a bit of an early smoke nade there, a little bit earlier than Pronax would have liked to have used that.
He's going to take up where JW fell, so that's also interesting. I'm wondering, no, he's not going to keep pushing for information. That would have been hugely dangerous as well, but they needed that right now because...
there we go, the push into Apartments. That's the push for information. It's going to be on the other side, and RPK wins it versus Olofmeister. So Fnatic, they're trying to go for the aggro plays here to stop Titan, to at least, you know, slow them down here in the beginning, but it's not working out. That's 2 kills going Titan's way. Now, Titan, they have so much of an advantage.
Yeah, they're going to trade that kill. Crims going down. Flusher, the smoke goes up, and he can't see what he's shooting at. He still hits the headshot on RPK, but he's going to go down. Coming in for the window, it's Maniac.
He's like, peekaboo! Now he's got the AWP as well.
That crazy stalker outside your window that won't go away.
You know, Flusha turns away. You saw the double take from him as well. You know, it's like every B horror movie ever. You know, the guy, he looks outside, it's a beautiful night, turns away, talks to his wife who's making him dinner, and turns back, and there's a guy just ready there with an AK, maniac, smiling. What? Yeah, there you go. Horrible things, man. Horrible things.
Someone could probably Photoshop that. 3-2, and we're moving into the 6th round as, yeah, it's a really good round from Titan. Those opening frags, especially I think the one on JW happening over there was huge, because when JW pushes up like that, it's so much information. If he doesn't see anyone for a long time, he's going to know that there's probably not much happening. Pronax is about to maybe commit a similar mistake, and yeah, he's getting caught, and Maniac will take him down.
And they peek them together as well. That is just really nasty by Titan. You saw that. I mean, Apex just works his way forward, and then Titan, even if Pronax takes out one, it's almost a guaranteed kill for Titan.
JW just narrowly escaping, and they put up a couple of grenades to try and just keep them back for a while. Well, over here, looks like all of Meister and Crims are about to take matters into their own hands. They do have flashbang on Crim, so I'm kind of confused. Are they both going to go and just underhand? They're not even going to flash. They're just going to walk in blind, get that kill, and goes for the second one on Kenny, who has the bomb. That would have been huge. JW can't see a thing in the middle, and they got to be careful as well. Flusha taking a fight, but he gets dropped by RPK, who falls off the ledge and still gets the kill on Crims. Going to be all up to JW now. 1v2 bomb. Not quite in the bomb site yet, but RPK, that's a triple from the King. And Titan equalize the score and make it 3-3.
And that's after Fnatic made the call. After they put that smoke down in B apartments, they said, okay, that's it. It's time for a gamble. We're going to go full rotate onto the A site. You saw somebody rotate early through CT, and then a man in window as well there for Fnatic. They just had the hard counter going. Yeah. All they had to do was land the shots. And yet RPK rolls out and gets a triple kill. That is the sort of thing, that kind of edge that Titan have over Fnatic. Even if Fnatic, they make the right call, they can't seem to land the shots versus this team right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Pronax once again dying in B halls. So there's Maniac. He basically claims that site for his team. He can just say, come on over, guys. Nobody is here.
Well, Apex is doing just fine. There's another kill, making it a triple in. JW hoping to just steal at least one rifle away, but it's not going to happen, and that's 4-3. So what we were just talking about with Fnatic going into this match with the mindset that we're going to change the pace and try and play differently than what we did yesterday, that would be great if then they had a really huge success with it early on. But how difficult do you think it is to keep on to that mentality once it's not working?
And once things stop working, you have a tendency to fall back into your usual patterns. It's hard to maintain it.
So all Existence has to do at this point is identify when does the old pattern come back. When are they going to fall into what used to work? Well, in the middle, RPK gets a headshot on JW, and coming up from short Flusha, great flashbang and a great double kill here from the Swedish player. That is a significant return.
And he just barely makes it out of there in time. Touchdown nade, not going to happen. That man gets out of dodge early enough, and Flusha turns back just to catch out Maniac there. Perfect timing. Olafmeister takes out Existence, who tried to push out from Palace, and now it's going to be Apex alone 1v3. Fnatic and mainly Flusha turning it around here. Titan not able to keep the pressure up there in that scenario. What happened to missing the shots, Fnatic? There we go. Flusha, he decided enough of that. I don't believe in curses. We're going to get the job done here. Apex, though, pretty decent position, except that there is a man holding in kitchen right now. Common spot, however, so Apex, he could even go around pre-firing that angle. We'll see if he gets it done. Nope.
Had the right idea.
Drop on him.
Definitely had the right idea. Would have been great if he could have got that kill and got the bomb down. Just some more money on the Titan side. But, I mean, RPK starts this round with 12,000 in the bank, and it's also currently top fragging at 10-1-4. So doing a really decent job for his team. And, I mean, 4-4 is still a really good score. All they need, Titan, is around 6 rounds in this first half, and they're gonna be off to a good start.
Exactly right. I mean, and I mean, even 4 right now, yeah, it is such a good score that they have to have the confidence. They have to know that, hey, we are having an impact. We have actually caught them off guard, but yeah, this is the change right now. Fnatic deciding to go for the pushes, and Titan are ready for them. Titan are just ready and waiting. Maniac gonna hunt them down. 1-for-1 trade, but then Apex comes out and gets Crims, and there you go. Advantage Titan. JW just going to be a little too late there to return on his teammates, and that's going to be a real problem here for Fnatic now. Titan with the man advantage, winning the entry frag duel. They don't lose these rounds, or at least they don't tend to.
Still so much time as well. That's the big thing here. It's not like Titan are now under a lot of pressure to make hasty decisions. They can just take the time, and JW jumping out. It's going to go down. Pronax will get the return, but now they're not sure. They have no information. They're going to realize in a second because the smokes are going to come in here. And that's Olofmeister gone down. Existence with the kill. And Pronax is going to have to come up with nothing less than a godlike clutch here.
I'm thinking that there was a little bit of a trick smoke there from Existence. You know, his usual. He's become so good at finding the little angles to work with. Molotov there onto the site, but it's going to be just a little bit too late for it to really have an impact. Kenny's going to be able to get out of there, and now Pronax thinking about backing off. They can hear him stepping away there, the man holding in pit. They know that he's backed off to try and hold on to this gun. So the game begins now. Hunt the Pronax. Find the other in-game leader. How wily will he be? And you can hear Pronax. He heard Existence stepping there through T-spawn. So now Pronax getting in position to try and hold off that angle, but RPK, there's the steps mid, and he is not going to win the duel. Pronax gets caught, and Titan get that 5th round. Fnatic just losing all control here. And we're going into that 1-for-1 trade in the rounds scenario, and that's going to just demolish Fnatic's money, as we can see.
Yeah, it's not looking good at the moment. They will pick up a single smoke here and a flashbang as well. I love to see Fnatic go for an aggressive round in the middle this time around, because with the flashbang, especially the way Pronax is running right here, you can throw flashes over this middle area, so if you have enough of a presence in middle, you could surprise people with it. Instead, he's going to get a little bit close to the ramp here, and Apex has almost the perfect timing while the grenade was in his hand. They're going to fall back for a moment. JW, ooh. Maniac, I think Maniac had a grenade out as well. It's dangerous jumping when someone's looking there.
It's really scary, but it's got to be doubly scary for Fnatic because they've lost nearly every entry to the B apartments so far. Flash in, Pronax not going to find anything. Instead, he gets caught by Existence. And Crim's not going to be able to peek out fast enough. That flash there to just buy a little bit of time, makes his presence known, and decides to back off, trying to keep Titan honest here. But look at how Titan are playing right now. They just stack up together. It's a near impossible shot there for Crims to land just because they're one on top of the other.
Oh, JW doesn't even make it down into underpass with that jump. Flusher is going to be there waiting for him. But what we just saw in this round was another sign that Existence really is sort of in the mind of Pronax and Fnatic at this point in time. For some reason, he's just managed to read their minds here, because you can tell over at the A ramp. It's a nice shot from Olofmeister, sorry. But the way they were holding back, they were waiting for the sound of the flash. So once they hear the sound, they know, well, now they've pushed in, let's go and peek them. It's actually, yeah, it's actually very cool.
No, this is going to be very clean and easy. I mean, not really too much to say about this, just because Fnatic are on pistols this round. So Titan, they didn't really do anything too crazy. Although Flusha, he's intent on doing just that. Where's the AWP Flusha? He finds it. And now can he actually get the shot out? This would be great for him to hold on to for the JW in the next round. Olofmeister's actually moving over here to try and buy time and pick up this AK. He could actually do some damage here. Pop flash around the corner. Doesn't work though. RPK not blinded. Doesn't look like he got it around the wall actually.
No, I think it was right at the edge, so probably didn't flash him quite enough there. It's going to make it 6-4. Titan now with a 2-round lead, and Fnatic, well, they saved the AWP, and that's definitely going to spark a buy on their side. If they hadn't, they might have tried to force it up anyway. I think they're getting to the point where they're starting to feel the pressure and feel like it's time to win it. This is the map that Fnatic chose, so the follow-up map to this is going to be Cash. It always sucks when you lose your own map.
And again, look at the early presence in Titan. I mean, B apartments already. Maniac, he gets up there aggressive because he knows he's had so much luck on this side so far. Why not fish for more? So Pronax, you can see him just going for a little bit of the jumping, trying not to get caught out here. He stands, and Maniac once again wins the duel over here. He could even pick up another, except that Crims is having none of that. Returns the frag, but takes a lot of damage in the exchange. So advantage Titan yet again. They have the nades, they have the firepower, they have everything they need here to just completely take control of this half and get 7 rounds.
A little bit of damage put out onto Crims here. In fact, a lot of damage. He's really low at the moment. One grenade back here would do the work, but Apex doesn't have one. And now backup's coming in. Flusher rotating in from the ladder room, which is a very good idea. That leaves Olofmeister alone, but you can tell Titan aren't quite sure if they've sold this yet. So they're still waiting, and that's going to buy a lot of time for Fnatic to rotate on in. But it doesn't really matter when they can't get the kills. Crims can definitely not go through this window, and he's not even going to try. JW has to work some magic here. The bomb is not planted yet, and RPK is putting it down. I don't think JW heard that. So many grenades going back and forth. He's going to run through the smoke, get the kill onto Existence, and now it's a 2v2. Crims on the toll booth, turning around. He feels like Kenny might be coming, and he's right as well. Great game sense. Now it's on RPK, and a 1v2 here in the back. He's already got the 1 kill, and oh, they are going to jump on top there. Crims clutching over the triple. Beautiful round.
And there you have it. That's it. I mean, individual plays coming through, and the mind games as well with Crims turning back. I'm just looking at Kenny going, Kenny is going to hit this. He's going to just completely eviscerate this retake. It's not going to happen for Fnatic. They can't possibly realize that he's going to be going for the push, but something goes off in Crims' mind. You know, the alarm, the proximity alert, something was there that alerted him to Kenny's presence, turned him around, and managed to save the round, essentially, because Kenny could have ended it right there. Also, JW was just the crazy push through the smoke there to catch out Existence off guard. Existence clearly not expecting to push for somebody to push through that aggro. So, Fnatic, they saved themselves. Titan had a big advantage in that round, and they were just individual play made the difference for Fnatic in the end.
A lot of early mid control coming in here from Titan. They're much faster than Flusher was expecting. JW going to go down as well. That is a real power play coming out of the Titan team. That's much faster than you'd normally be in the middle. Olofmeister taking a fight with two, going to get the one killing. Kenny's still in there. And grenade to follow up. Won't kill Kenny, and actually just going to do about 10 damage to him. And in the meantime, Pronax all the way over at the A bomb site. Two people are coming for him as well. Grenade going to bounce in. Kenny's already out of there, though he's on 32 health. Going to wait for Olofmeister. What a game they're playing, these two.
Yeah, and the mind games as well. Olofmeister trying to make him think that, hey, I'm going over to mid right now. Gonna come back into it, and Olofmeister wins that duel. Kenny is out. Pronax currently holding from CT spawn with this AWP, but he seems to think that this is going to be a B play. He's backed off, giving up that angle, and that allows Apex to get out onto Tetris. Existence is now waiting for Palace as well. Apex is trying to clear things out, trying to get these corners opened up. Molotov into Shadow. Wow. This is really thorough.
Yeah, because if he had tried to go up the ladder, he would run into another Molotov. That's so well thought out by Titan. No one was there, so it doesn't seem quite as impressive, but believe me, if Pronax had been there, that would have been instant death. And now Apex is going to have to try and see if he can clutch this. 25 seconds left, and they are both waiting CT spawn. So this plant here is a pretty good position for him. Pronax, not going to be able to see him just yet. They have a lot of grenades on that CT side, and Pronax with the AWP to finish it. Fnatic just barely making it out of that round.
Just barely pulling it back. And that Molotov, I mean, that Molotov was a blessing and a curse, right? They use it, they want to be thorough and check Shadow, but then that was all Pronax needed to come back and actually get scoped up again and start laying down that off fire onto that A site. So that's when life got a bit difficult for Titan. I mean, what was really interesting to see at the beginning, however, is the read coming out from Titan. And they know that Fnatic want to try and go for the mid control, want to try and get aggressive again and apply the pressure. What do? They just go for just everybody bum rush into mid and crush whoever shows themselves. We know that they like to put Flush on short. Guess what? We're going to be everybody there right in his face right at the beginning.
Yeah, and a strategy now that I think everyone can identify, which is obviously the A take. The smoke's going to be raining down roughly where Crims is. So Pronax is going to be really significant in this push. He has to stay alive and at least get one kill and then stay alive, or get 2 kills. He's going to fall back behind the smoke perimeter, and Crims going in. So it's actually a little bit confusing. I think it's some miscommunication on Fnatic here. Crims going to go down, and that's a big problem. JW can't see a thing. Pronax, no smoke covering him here. He's going to run in. So actually they smoked the long stretch of the bomb site instead, and Pronax is so close, but he can't hear it. And then the Molotov in here. Is he going to be able to defuse right at the edge? No, it fades away, and Existence sees it. That would have been incredible.
Oh, you can see the attempt at the mind games. And this double up, they have to back off and save. There's literally no chance for them to get in here. 2v4 like this, they would have to just land incredible shots. That's not going to be the case. And now Olofmeister is giving away his position. Titan are going to be out and hunting right now. They know where the remaining Fnatic members are holed up. Yeah. But that did seem a little awkward there on Fnatic's side when they tried to set up the defense there for that. Well, they saw that smoke round coming in. It's just unfortunate that Crims, he had 2 targets at the same time. He kind of hesitated a split second, and that's all it took.
So I thought for a moment they were going to do the standard smoke where you sort of smoke up this angle and this angle, but the one they actually do, you can still see the smokes are there, is they end up smoking up the long stretch of the bomb site to plant in here, which is still a very cool idea because it means anyone who might be holding in these fairly common spots, they're going to be on the wrong side, and then anyone coming in from Connector as well can't really see much of what's going on. Now, what was confusing is Crims decided to go aggressive while Pronax decided to fall back instead. So I think someone either didn't make our call or someone wasn't listening, because they should have been, you know, having the same mind, the same focus in that situation. Because you can play retake on A just fine. I would have had no problem with everyone falling back. But if half the team falls back and half the team stays to fight, that's confusing. Yeah,
I think it's Crims just kind of jumping at the opportunity. He was right within the smoke radius. And he's like, okay, maybe I can make the difference and get like the 1 or 2 kills, be that hero. Sometimes, you know, it's not Hollywood and the hero doesn't live. Existence finds Pronax up in Palace, and there is just a single rifle to work with here for Fnatic.
But we're in America, Summer. The hero's not going to win here. I mean, I don't know.
Is it all alive? Is that true, Anders?
It can't be. It can't be all alive. 2 versus 4, and then it's just going to be Flusha left with an AK in hand. That means the ult that they managed to save is now gone as well. A lot of trouble for Fnatic here. Titan, you did wonder. I don't think it was like a question if it was a one-off fluke yesterday, because they've done it before. They've had such a good track record against Fnatic on land, but this is still really, I mean, even though you knew it could happen, it's still surprising that they're playing so damn well right now, Titan.
This is almost confirmation. And it's not like it's the same day either, so you can't really say, you know, it's like Fnatic having an off day. It's just Titan, they're consistently going toe-to-toe with Fnatic and coming out way ahead, because 8 rounds on T-side Mirage is an incredible half. No matter what happens here, Titan have to be extremely pleased with their performance. So Flusha, I mean, even Flusha, I mean, that's kind of it, right? Apex triple killed that round, but he lives with 3 HP after taking a duel with Flusha. I mean, just all these little details that are coming through. They're favoring Titan, and again, the aggression. Again, look at how Maniac, he's so confident now that he attempts to just push past that smoke to get that one shot that would have caught Pronax off guard.
Oh, wow. That is, that's really scary. But though, Apex will actually end up losing to Flusha this time around, so a good entry frag going in favor of Fnatic. Now, Flusha walking around the corner, going to get taken out by Kenny, lurking in the underpass, and then the smoke off to block off JW. Does spot them in there, but it's just a second too late for him to do anything. Olofmeister drops the bomb, and that is the big kill going into this round. At this point in time, JW going to end up going down as well. Crim's waiting for Kenny to take him out, but still, backup needs to come in here quick.
RPK is going to be hunting down Wolfmeister now. RPK not letting up at all. Crims is going to take out Maniac. That was the last man over on the A site. So it is down to RPK, and look at how much ground they're giving him at this point. Fnatic just backing off, saying, okay, you've got 35 seconds to make a play here. We don't need to make this any easier for you. We're just going to go ahead and sit and wait. There is this angle being held by Crims with that AWP as well. So just perfect play there by Fnatic to secure that 7th round for themselves. So 8-7 at the end of the first half. Titan not able to finish 9-6. And that off of some interesting kills already at the beginning. But, man, Fnatic right now, man, they have got to be just dumbfounded. What do they do? And going into the T side now, how are they going to go for it? If they couldn't confidently take these fights and win these fights on their CT side, which is supposed to be the easier side on this map in particular, what are they going to do when it comes down to the terrorist side?
I don't know. I mean, if the gears in Pronax's head, they must be spinning at this point. He's got to be thinking so hard about how to come up with something that's significantly different from what it was yesterday, but not so different that his team get aren't in on it. They don't understand what's happening, because it's really hard to just call an entirely new strat and just say, hey, I know we've never tried this before, but let's just go with it. Fnatic is actually, I think, sort of the dynamic within the team is the kind of team that is really good for it, because they do have a pretty good sort of social thing going on in the group.
They're a very close team.
Yeah, they're a very close team. They understand each other, and like they don't need a ton of communication to make something work, because they just instinctively know how the other people play. But still, I think it's looking bad right now for Fnatic. Even if they're just a round down, doesn't seem like that much. And it's not over by any means. They could definitely mount a comeback here, Fnatic. That's the reason why they're the best in the world, after all.
Yeah, they're up there with Nip with their ability to grind out rounds. No matter if they're how far they are behind, they can definitely put that principle. One round at a time. Fnatic can live that. So
yeah,
bomb already over on that A pit side. 2 guys with full nades as well. Crims and Pronax right now. So Pronax over on that B side right now, holding to see if anybody's going to be pushing underpass for Titan. But there isn't really anything aggressive coming out of Titan's side. Instead, once again, they go for a bit of a gamble play, stacking up 3 guys on B with Existence very close and connector, ready to rotate.
Yeah, and these 2 smokes are definitely there for the A take. I am surprised though that that Fnatic went for something this slow. I actually thought they would have like a really fast round in mind. But it's kind of cool to see. They went into a default spread covering, as you said, the whole map, making sure no one can sneak up behind them. So now they know for a fact that Titan aren't out for information. Titan are just holding their default spots. And this round could actually be huge for them. Apex is probably going to get smoked off here. And they have the 2 HE grenades as well, so I'm wondering where they're going to use them. I've said for a while now, I think double grenading this position should be done more. I think it's a very open, thing to do. Well, one is going to come in, second one as well. Great job. Pronax, though, will get the opening frag there on Existence, and Apex just falling back out of the range of the grenade, so they didn't really do anything this time. And he's going to get a kill anyway, even though they double team. In fact, a double kill for Apex. Huge round so far for him. And JW reloading at the wrong time, going to end up going down. Olofmeister trying to take the fight, going to get the headshot on Maniac. And look at this classic Fnatic play. Pronax rotating in from middle. This is so exactly what Fnatic usually do. And then RPK coming into CT spawns, almost getting it, but running out of bullets, and Olofmeister will get the quad kill. And Fnatic is going to win the round. But just to point this out, this bomb plant, either here or here, this is what Fnatic more or less invented. Getting the bomb down and then running all the way back through and coming up through connector. And it's so hard to read when you're on the CT side because you're focused on everything but that one spot. That's where you came from, and you've cleared all of it.
There can't possibly be somebody there. That's the main thing. I mean, Olofmeister renders that useless with just some incredible pistol play. Apex as well, though. I was getting a little worried there, and I'm sure Fnatic did as well. If there was a moment's hesitation about peeking Apex, you know, they were living through they remember what happened to VP yesterday when Titan played on camps. You know, Apex just went completely wild and got a quad kill with the USP and just played at that A side perfectly. I think they were like, is Apex capable of doing this again? He's got 2 of us so far. So, Fnatic, they are actually going to get dropped down here, however. JW already out of the picture.
Yes, Maniac just seems to be the god of B hallways right now. Every time he shows up there on the T side as well, he got the entry frag, and same holds true with the 5-7 there. Existence, very close to Pronax, who's playing in that ladder room. But not going to see him, that smoke just covering everything.
And look at the gamble coming in from Titan now. 3 guys rotated over to that B site yet again. Apex is pushing A halls, however. Flusha could catch him off guard here, and there you go. Flusha just ready and waiting, expecting the push, and that should have been Apex spotting out the bomb as well. He might have got that angle on Olofmeister. But Titan, of course, can't really be sure. Are they going to stick on A or are they going to go for it? I mean, 30 seconds left. This kind of has to tell Titan that, yes, this is going to be an A play after all. And Existence spotting out the bomb now. That's all the confirmation they need. Maniac coming up through connector right now. Could go for the backstab on Pronax. That's not going to be necessary, though. RPK is there. It's into a 3-on-3, and this bomb, they need to get it planted somehow.
Oh, it looked like Existence had the perfect angle to deal with that now. RPK, can we see some jump scout action? Because this is pretty much the perfect place for it. Going to jump once, but now they know where he is as well. So this is not really winnable unless they try and fight him too much. But Crims going to finish the round with a triple kill and MP7. A lot of money on his side, obviously. It's going to make it 9-8. So good start to the second half for Fnatic, and that's much needed.
JW's like, Maniac, what are you doing? Best headshotter EU award at Beckham soon. Beckham is a French CS news site. Yeah,
you guys can't read that yet, but I'll try and bring it up once more chat's going on, so it goes above the camera angle. Because the in-game chat's so much fun. I love it when they do it.
Well, Crims right now is top fragging by a pretty fair margin on Fnatic's side, so it's good to see him actually having a pretty good form here on Mirage.
Look how far in Flusha is.
Flusha might be in for a rude awakening, though. All 5 members are here on the A side for Titan. This is a hard stack from them.
But he's only got a UMP, so it's not the end of the world if he walks in and spots everyone. I mean, that will give them the B-bomb side. It's an easy trade. Pronax, though, going to be able to take out Existence, and how are they going to realize?
This is a bit problematic. They're really gearing up for an A play here. Titan are just crossing their fingers, hoping. Bite the bait. Take the bait. Take the bait. You killed Existence. This side is wide open. Nobody's showing themselves. They're doing such a good job of baiting this out.
And then they still more or less get overrun. RPK going to go down. You're right. They were doing a great job of staying put and really playing that patiently. And Fnatic just hit all the shots coming into it. You can't really account for that.
Unfortunately, sometimes that's just the way it plays out. But they still managed to get 2 kills out of that. You know, that's better than the none that they probably would have had if Fnatic had gone for the B site. So, decent little turnaround there by Titan. They're going to force them to spend some of that SMG money that Fnatic have been harvesting, you know, these past couple of rounds. But the interesting thing to note here is that for the T side, Olofmeister has got that AWP. And it looks like he wants to take it up into A apartments early here. Yeah,
look at Kenny as well, jumping into middle. But it will be Flusha opening the round with a kill on Apex. It is a real pleasure watching how quick Kenny can get up here. Because it's such a risk if you fall down. Suddenly you're in a weird position there. Flusha going to be able to get the kill on Existence. So 2 opening kills in favor of Fnatic. Titan got to be careful. This is their first buy round. If they lose it, it's not the end of the world, but it's going to get a lot tighter.
And RPK is now the one pushing in here. They really are trying to gamble on this Titan. But Olofmeister's ready and waiting. Fnatic are reading them like a book. And the first buy round for Titan, they are just completely falling apart here. As far as the frags are concerned, it's just not going their way. And one thing we have to say is that Flusha, you know, Crims is leading on the frag board, but Flusha has been he's been getting nothing but high impact kills. It's not like he's farming eco frags or anything like that. It just seems like every time you see Flusha come in big with a round, it's a key round where Fnatic really need to get something done. So a double entry frag on that A site for him, that's huge for Fnatic in this round. Yeah, absolutely. And got to be a little bit frustrating for Titan
When you come off an 8-7 finish on the T side, you get 8 rounds. You got to feel really good about what you're doing. So they just need a way to get back into this here. Kenny gonna pick off Pronax and turns around, ready for JW to jump up here. This could still be an expensive round for Fnatic. Gotta be careful they don't lose too much. There it is, Kenny, and the AWP will not be saved either. Crim's gonna be able to take down Maniac there. So really good effort from Fnatic. Timed it perfectly to find those 2 players.
They really, came in pincer, and now Fnatic, they don't even really lose anybody in that either, so their money is going to continue to grow. As we can see, it's just doing nothing but that, starting to get past that $5,000 mark, and that is big for Fnatic. That means that they have quite a bit of a cushion to work with, whereas on the other side, Titan, they've got pistols. They're back to ecoing here. This is brutal now for Titan. They're starting to see Fnatic get way too close to the goal line here.
Well, Existence hoping for the Huandig.
The Huandig?
Not going to be just yet, but Apex is
customs.
well, we're closer to Mexico, aren't we?
All right, there's so many jokes. All right.
Apex is right around the corner. If only someone could flash him in. I mean, Existence has a flashback, but he's in the window room instead. Flusher will get that kill, and RPK will return it. So pretty good effort. Good trade going up right now. And if RPK and Kenny could stay here, but oh no, RPK goes a little bit out alone, and Kenny's now going to be on the balcony just waiting. Flashbang in. This is not the greatest weapon for it, but he still gets a kill. And Existence with a deagle looking for the cross kill there, but not going to get it. And JW's up there with the AWP, so no issue at all. Now it's all on Maniac in a 1v3.
And he hasn't been spotted out. That bomb, though.
Wow.
What a shot from Maniac. Headshot onto JW. And unfortunately, he pre-fires lower when Crims was waiting on Tetris itself. So that's just bad luck there for Maniac. He could have actually opened everything up there. Yeah. Look at that. Like, with rifles, Titan are unable to get the big frags. It's with pistols that they actually do the damage. But there's something to be said about that, because you do feel less pressure when you have the pistols. You're almost saying, okay, I will take this risk. I'm going to have a little bit more confidence because I know I'm not risking as much. So they get the kills in, and Fnatic have to spend some money. But now look at Titan, man. They go straight up for it. It's been a long time. Apex has the score 20. What is this wildness?
Well, there's Kenny opening up grenades to top mid as well. Existence sprays one, but can't connect with the second one. And Kenny has a hard time following up as well inside the A-bomb site. RPK is a little bit alone, fighting JW for the moment, and Swedish Sniper is going to miss the shot, and RPK will not fail to get the refrag. So now it's a 2v3, RPK waiting, and Crims actually steps out a little bit further, so that's a huge risk stepping out that far, but you could tell it caught RPK off guard.
Now Crims is trying to see if he's going to get a reaction out of anybody there. Kenny is in the perfect position to deal with him. You can see Kenny just patiently waiting to see if anybody's going to be peeking out here from these apartments. Now he's waited long enough for, theoretically, Crims to have rotated around to a pit if he wants to do that. But the defense is now going to be in a very tricky position, and Fnatic are making the correct call at this point. Gather up. Stack up the 2 of us, put us all together. There is a likelihood of us running into one guy is pretty high right now, so if we can be the 2 of us together, we trade frag and we get a bomb plan out of it.
40 seconds as well. Pronax in the middle, which I think is surprising, because he's got the bomb, and they got to be careful of the time here. Can really end up running out. I would have thought the safer route was going through B hallways, but they're not choosing necessarily a bad route. They just got to be wary of Maniac.
Exactly, and Maniac, he's in the perfect position to catch them off guard here. A lot of this is going to come down to timing. They check it, but there you go. Maniac gets the first one. He spots out the second as well. Crims not knowing where the shots were coming from.
Wow.
And there you go. Just the worst case scenario there for Fnatic. Maniac plays it perfectly.
Yeah, so perfectly. He actually stays near the auto sniper to pick that up as well. 9-12, a big round for Titan. If they had lost that, there was a real chance Fnatic could have run away with this game entirely. But now it's competitive again.
I'm surprised that they give the Scar 20 to Apex instead of giving it to Existence, right? Existence has a history of using that gun, whereas Apex, really kind of a surprise actually to see him going for the auto sniper. We hardly ever see this at all.
Especially because he goes in a window room with it. Underpass though, oh, so much damage. He still goes down. Look at that, 22 health on either player, and no kill happening. It's not the end of the world, but now they got to be careful. Maniac charging in. I think JW has caught just a glimpse of him here. Yeah, he definitely knows where Maniac is holding. Smoke goes off as well. Timing not quite working out for JW. But they still got to be careful, Fnatic. This could turn around so quickly for them because 2 of their players are that low.
Exactly. That's the power of the Scar 20 as well. Even if you're not getting the kills, you just do tremendous damage to the targets. So it makes it easier for teammates who have M4s to come in and clean up afterwards once the take attempt comes in. But yeah, look at this, man. The Lurk from all up, he gets the drop on Maniac. And now that B side is wide open. And look, Fnatic, zero hesitation from them. They know they killed off Maniac. Just go. Get onto that site right now. We have a window of opportunity here.
Oh, RPK wins an important fight. Another leg shot. That's 3 players now. It's very low. One of them died, I think, in the meantime. But that is a lot of damage being dished out here. Now it's a 3v4 with the bomb down. Existence coming up from behind, and he's going to have to go huge here. But they already smoked him off. Fnatic not leaving anything to chance. Kenny hoping for an opening. RPK, he walks to the smoke there, Pronax. And now Kenny's going to go down as well. Huge round from Pronax, the Swedish captain here with a triple. And they are going to bring it to 13-9.
And this is the worst-case scenario.
I do just want to point out, this play with Olofmeister inside the ladder room here, for anyone watching yesterday, I hope you guys remember, this is exactly what we were talking about, how powerful a strat it is to have one guy lurk in there. No matter what you do, if you go A or B, it's still a really good position. So I'm glad to see Fnatic going that heavy on it.
But this is now setting it up for, I mean, just a horrible situation. Look at this. Titan have the hard eco right now. Apex is the only one with any kind of money to go into a CZ. So Fnatic, they've succeeded, and they're breaking the curse, Sanders. I mean, we shall see if it's actually possible, but right now they're perfectly poised to take this map. It's basically going to be the last-ditch buy coming out of Titan in the next round, and Flusha continues to generate entry frags over on that A side. You have to give him credit for that. It just seems like every round he's able to walk forward and get kills. RPK also just having one of the best maps we've seen out of him for a long time.
What?
Okay, Kenny.
Come on.
Okay, Kenny.
Gets the kill, turns around, but not going to take out Flusha. But that was, yeah, style points there. And Crim's also saying nice shot. Wow.
Man, but Kenny, this is the issue. Kenny, 9-3-18. I mean, he does a flashy kill like that, but right now he's sitting on 9 frags. Like, that is, we can't have that. You know, Titan cannot have that. Titan, especially on CT side, especially when he's had the money to have the AWP and be effective with it for some time. We're not seeing him generate the frags that Titan desperately need right now to hold off the Swedes.
Yeah, they can't have Kenny have a slow start. Essentially, they need him on fire from the very beginning. Apex and RPK with a really good. I love this angle from Apex. I think this is something that they won't be expecting because it's been a while since he's been holding here. Gonna get the 1 kill in, and the flashes work as well, and Apex picks up a kill. Existence there as well. 9 bullets left in the FAMAS. He will go down, and that's on JW and Pronax now. No bomb plant happening, and it's going to be really tough for Fnatic to win this one. Grenade actually almost a lot of damage inflicted to Pronax himself there. That was a failed grenade. And now Fnatic are playing for Titan to be impatient. They really, really want the French team to come look for them so they can at least make this a 2v2 or even better a 2v1. And look at how patient Titan are. Yeah, this is world-class play.
No, but they could actually get just nailed here. What? How does JW not hit that? He gets the leg shot, at least onto Existence, but the mind games from JW, that's important. The fact that both players for Fnatic were spotted out by Get Right. And what is going on now? Pronax down to 10 HP.
Yeah, and Existence, you see how he was looking into the ground to make his model smaller so that he wouldn't get headshot? That is incredible as well. Some very, very tight Counter-Strike coming up right now. It's down to some narrow margins as Pronax goes down and JW will fall next. It's Maniac to clutch it. And 10-14 now as Titan steal 1 round back. Fnatic, pretty decent economy. A good bank here on JW as well, so they're going to be able to buy this round. But if they lose now, I mean, this is the thing you always forget. Titan need to win essentially 6 rounds in a row, but not all of those 6 rounds are going to be buy round from Fnatic. Some of them they'll have to eco, so it's not as far-fetched that they can make this full comeback.
The key moment there that I'm thinking about, and it's also, you know, JW, actually both operas for the team right now are just sitting on 9 frags, 9-3 and 18. Actually an identical score between these two, who in general are the star players for their teams. JW could have lynched that round right there if he picked up the first kill on the man crossing over. That mind game from him was spot on. He just needed to land the shot. And speaking of landing shots, their Existence just pounds Pronax with that HE.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. He actually tried to step back and step onto it as well, so it did sadly 51 damage. Maniac still playing this game with JW, and it feels like Maniac has come out on top in the majority of these battles over here by the B-bomb site, so an entry frag right now would be worth it. It's weight in gold if you're on the Titan team here.
And the push into A pit right now coming in here from Titan as well. They're starting to set it up. This is clear-cut, textbook Titan. You get those timings down, you start getting later into the round, push in, try to get the info, try to get the call. And Existence and Maniac are both holding on that B site right now. Existence wondering if he's getting flanked. In fact, they don't know. They don't have any eyes on mid right now, so they don't know if Fnatic are going to try and come through here.
Oh, nice flashbang from Maniac, so they would be flashed going into it, but he still goes down after the one kill, and Existence caught in a very bad spot. Ends up getting crossfire to death. Now it's down to the bomb plant here. 22 seconds left, and again, Olofmeister playing in this middle position. Like we keep talking about, it's such a powerful way to play this map, and Apex will go down to it. Now it's on Kenny and RPK, and if they lose this round, they'll have nearly nothing. So either they go for this retake and win, or they might have to lose the map entirely.
They're committing to it. Yesterday they got caught in that cycle of eco, and it's just not going to happen. Cribs this time around is going to send them packing. 2-on-3 scenario, and Titan just refused to back up. Now we can see the impact that this has. I mean, it's just all over the place. They have Kenny who has enough for just straight M4 Kevlar. That's it, no nades. And the rest of them are all floating around like the 2,000, high 2,000 mark. So Titan are going to be able to afford a kind of like mix between, you know, pistols and SMGs and the single rifle. But yeah, Fnatic have done everything right in this T half.
Especially Crims. They're very nearly dropping a 30 bomb here in the first game. It's so scary when it gets up to this level. JW to open it up here. And Titan, they had a great first half, but this second half has been devastating. They've won 2 rounds on the CT side so far, and everything else has gone to Fnatic.
Just disastrous. I mean, near perfect here for Fnatic. RPK is going to be able to take out JW, so that's a good kill there, but Crims instantly replies. Now it's down to Maniac, it's down to Existence. Existence alone now, 1v4 with the M4, and the push is coming in from Fnatic. They know exactly where he is. They stack up, they overwhelm him, and Fnatic, they've done it. They've taken a map versus Titan here. It is not a repeat of what we saw yesterday.
And Crims just got up to 30. He got the 2 kills he needed that round, so there's some justice as well there. Great play from Fnatic, really keeping their cool, really keeping their calm. Imagine, as we said it from the beginning, if you weren't with us, if you just joined here in the later stages, Fnatic came into this map trying to change their pace and play a little bit off, and it worked horribly that first half, and they still kind of stuck with it, and eventually it paid off. Really good mental strength there.
I mean, I guess the key players that we really have to point out, yes, Crims for consistently getting kills, but in the important rounds, also Flusha coming in with the entries. Yeah. Time and time again from that T-pit, shattering Titan early on their CT side, picking up 1 kill here, 1 kill there, but constantly, it's like the combo team between the two of those guys really just came through for Fnatic this time.
Kenny having a really hard game, RPK and Maniac, though, having some really solid rounds.
But it's like Kenny and JW both. Yeah. The two-star snipers.
Don't know what's happening.
Having like nearly nil impact, 0 impact in this game.
Just to point this out, traditionally, Mirage is the one map where usually the main AWPer isn't AWPing. I can't even count the number of teams we've seen where suddenly it's someone else. You know, Pasha is AWPing on VP, then there'll be Neo instead, or Snacks is someone else. Yeah. I don't know why, but Mirage is just a map that a lot of AWPers have a hard time playing on.
It's also a map that can really play well to a double op scenario. Even double op Scar 20, I mean, there's a lot of options for scoped rifles on this map. And neither of these teams actually went for that, really. I mean, apart from Titan trying to go with the Scar 20 on Apex, didn't really see too much of an emphasis on it there. Even with Existence, who's been picking up the AWP recently for Titan, trying to get that double op back into their repertoire of plays. Yeah,
a lot of credit for Pronax as well for making those calls later on. They're really changing the style a little bit.
Well, the gamble pays off, right? Because this isn't the repeat from yesterday. You know, Mirage, I mean, they decided to ban out in front of those times, so Fnatic pick Mirage, and the gamble works. This is the strong start that they needed to give them confidence now.
Now we're going to go on to Cash as the second map, which Titan picked. So you have to stay with us. We'll be right back after a quick break.